Every sound you hear through your speakers, every note, every voice, is a series of vibrations, created with nothing more than a piece of wire, a magnet, and a cone vibrating the air. Here's how this simple mechanism can turn electricity into sound. Your speaker is built from a few essential components, each with a very simple job. The cone, or diaphragm, is the part that pushes the air back and forth, creating vibrations in the range of human hearing. It needs to be light enough to move thousands of times per second, but also stiff enough not to flex or distort. At the center is the dust cap. It protects the inner components from debris or dust. At the edge is the outer suspension, or surround. It's usually made of rubber. It allows the cone to vibrate while sealing the air inside the cabinet, minimizing unwanted vibrations. Together, these parts form the exterior of the main speaker, but where the fun really happens is few millimeters behind the surface. The voice coil is a tightly coiled wire made of copper or aluminum. It is attached to the bottom of the cone. When electrical current flows through it, the coil generates a magnetic field that varies in frequency and amplitude with the signal. Around it is the permanent magnet, which stays in place, not moving or vibrating. It provides a constant magnetic field very close to the voice coil, allowing the coil to be pushed or pulled depending on the direction of the current flowing through the voice coil. The spider acts as a suspension connecting the voice coil to the speaker frame. While it doesn't have 8 legs, it plays a lot of important roles. When the music is too loud, it prevents the coil from moving too far. When no current is flowing, it helps return the voice coil to a neutral position. And most importantly, it keeps the voice coil well centered in the tiny gap it moves through, without grinding or scraping. Together, these parts form a system that translates electrical signals into air movement and sound. Let's see it again. The audio signal sent from the amplifier to the speaker is an alternating current. It rapidly switches direction thousands of times per second. As this current flows through the voice coil, it generates a magnetic field that keeps changing in sync with the frequency of the original audio signal. This changing magnetic field radiating from the voice coil interacts with the magnetic field from the permanent magnet. But because the permanent magnet is fixed in place, while the voice coil is free to move, the alternating interaction between the two fields causes the coil to be pushed and pulled back and forth. This motion drives the cone to move air, creating pressure waves that our ears perceive as sound. This process happens anywhere from dozens to thousands of times per second, depending on the frequency of the audio signal. Lower frequencies cause larger, but slower cone movements, that's bass. Higher frequencies are smaller and faster, that's treble. The amplitude of the electrical signal controls how far the cone moves, which determines loudness. This principle is the same whether it's a studio monitor, a phone speaker, or your earbuds. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to Speedsplain for more speedsplaining videos.